Namaste to all. Here I am with a new video relating to managerial accounting unit 2, and this is part 2. In this part 2 we are going to discuss the topic called marginal costing versus absorption costing. Okay, so and in this we are going to discuss one more thing, uh, statement showing marginal costing, how profit will be ascertained under marginal costing also. So without wasting further any more time, let us discuss the concept relating to it. So here we go. First we will think about costing, then we will analyze the definition of marginal costing and absorption costing, how there is difference between both of them. Okay, as this concept or this topic is important one and will come in the exam, that is why we are discussing this one. Okay, the ICMA of London defines costing as the technique and process of ascertaining the cost. What costing means, it is a technique and process of ascertaining the cost. Ascertainment means knowing the cost of a particular product or thing. Okay, so what is the procedure and technique you are going to use to ascertain the cost of a particular product is nothing but costing. Technique of costing refers to specialized procedure adopted for ascertaining the cost of a product or service or for certain special purpose under special conditions and for providing relevant cost data to the management for the purpose of cost control, management policy and managerial decision making. Why casting is required? Okay, the casting technique is a referred as specialized purpose, they are procedure they are saying, which is adopted for ascertainment of cost. एक प्रोडक्ट का कास्ट कितना हुआ वो डिसाइड करने के लिए, వాట్ ఈస్ ది కాస్ట్, ఒక పర్టికులర్ ప్రోడక్ట్ యొక్క కాస్ట్ ఎంత అన్నది తెలుసుకోనికే యూజ్ చేసే ప్రొసీజర్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ కాస్టింగ్. whether it is for product or service, no problem, for certain special purpose under special conditions. It is for special purpose and conditions, they will mention some special circumstances and conditions. According to that, some procedure will be adopted. That procedure whatever we are adopting is nothing but casting, and that whatever cost we have ascertained is used as and for providing relevant cost data to the management for the purpose of cost control, management policy and managerial decision making. Whatever cost data is there, that will be provided to the management for the purpose of cost control, cost को control करने के लिए, then for making management policy decisions and managerial decisions. There will be certain decisions related to management, as I said, make or buy decisions, shut down or operate. Okay, like that some decisions will be there, whether to add a product or drop a product. Like this, many decisions management need to take. Okay, budgetary related decisions and other things. So these all will be taken with the help of cost data. That cost data will be ascertained with a special technique or process or procedure. Whatever technique or process or procedure which we are going to adopt are nothing but costing techniques. As I said, there are many techniques. Absorption costing is one technique, marginal costing is another technique, standard costing, budgetary control, these all are called as techniques of cost accounting. So these techniques will be useful. Okay, and here there is a slight difference between marginal costing and absorption costing, though both uses the same data but they present in a different way, and based on that decision making will be changed. How it will be, what is the concept of these two methods of cost accounting, two techniques of cost accounting, let us see further. So here we are having one thing called absorption costing. Absorption costing, according to ICMA, absorption costing is the practice of charging all cost, both variable and fixed. In earlier video, we have discussed what is variable cost, what is fixed cost, what is semi-variable cost. Okay, both cost, whether it is fixed or variable, will be considered as two operations or processes or product, whether it is relating to particular operation or process or relating to product, those will be ascertained. Okay, in process costing we have seen process A cost data will be available, process B cost data will be available, process C cost data will be available. So each process wise we are dividing the cost, whether it is fixed or variable is immaterial, both will be considered under absorption costing technique. It is a technique that takes into account of total cost of running an enterprise. It is also known as total costing or full costing. इसको और एक भी नाम है, it will be called as total costing or full costing. It values inventory. This point is very important one. Please keep it in mind. Here arises the major difference between uh, costing techniques of both marginal costing and absorption costing. So it values inventory also at total cost, at where it will, at what it will take, at total cost it will consider. It is useful in preparing job estimates or quotations, because in for a particular job whatever cost is there, the total cost will be considered. Okay, the total cost will be considered, whether it is fixed or variable, it is immaterial for them. Okay, this type of a method or technique is called as absorption costing technique. Absorption costing technique uses your cost sheet format. Which format? Cost sheet format. That is first prime cost, then production cost, that is your factory cost, works cost you will get, then later you will add administration and office overheads, like that it will consider. Okay, in absorption costing. And absorption costing consider both variable cost and fixed cost as product cost. Okay, inventory, closing inventory is valued at total cost. These are the two things, whereas marginal costing is other thing. In marginal costing we see, according to ICMA London, okay, Institute of Cost and Management Accounts, ICMA means material cost is the marginal cost is the amount of any given volume of output by which aggregate cost are changed if the volume of output increased or decreased by 1 unit. If 1 unit of output, whether increased or decreased, cost also will change. Cost also will changes according to that. That cost which is changed, the cost which is changed are aggregated, those only will be considered in marginal costing. Costs which do not change, are not considered as product cost for the making managerial decision. Okay, under marginal costing. See here, marginal costing, broadly speaking, is a technique applying the concept of marginal cost in decision making. What is marginal? In economics you have studied. Okay, additional cost incurred to produce one more additional unit is nothing but your marginal cost. Like that, the cost which is changing from with the change in the output, that is the having which is variable nature, is nothing but your marginal cost in simple terms. So marginal cost is a technique that distinguishes between fixed cost and variable cost. The marginal cost of product is variable cost. Only variable cost it will consider. The fixed cost of the period we are written off against the total contribution earned in that period. In 1 year, whatever your fixed cost is there, that fixed cost will be considered as period cost, not as product cost. For making a particular product, how much cost is incurred means they will consider only variable cost. To make a product, what will be the cost going to be incurred means they will consider only variable cost. They will not consider as fixed cost as product cost. That concept is nothing but your marginal costing concept. Okay, see here again, in continuation they are saying contribution is the excess of sales over the marginal or variable cost. From sales, if you deduct variable cost, whatever you are going to get, that will be your contribution, and that contribution is only will be taken into consideration for making decisions. Even the inventory is valued only at marginal cost. Closing stock is, our inventories are valued at marginal cost, not at total cost. In absorption costing, we consider total cost for the value of the inventory. Suppose you are having 10 units, 10 units as the stock or inventory. 3 rupees is your variable cost, and fixed cost, say for the sake of simplicity, 2 rupees. Your total cost is 5 rupees. In absorption costing, this 10 units will be valued at this 5 rupees, whereas under marginal costing, this 10 units value will be considered only at 3 rupees, because fixed cost is irrelevant for decision making. Whether you produce 10 units or 100 units or 20,000 units, fixed cost is going to remain constant. That is why it is not relevant for decision making purpose. So here in marginal costing technique, fixed cost will not be considered for decision making purpose. Only variable cost is only focused as the criteria for the decision making purpose. Okay, in third unit we are going to deal the decision making things. At there this concept will be useful more than in this chapter. Okay, so let us continue. Marginal costing technique is used to determine the impact of change in the volume or change in the product mix or shutdown of a product unit on current profits. In simple terms, marginal costing focus on variable cost as criteria for decision making. What I am saying, marginal costing considers only variable cost for the purpose of decision making. They will not consider fixed cost, as they consider it is irrelevant for decision making. Okay, that we will see in next unit. Decision making, there is one topic, decision making. Management will take many decisions, make or buy and other things. At that point of time this will be used mostly. Okay, marginal costing equation. We know that profit is difference between sales and total cost. Total cost can be classified into fixed cost and variable cost. Thus, profit is equals to sales minus fixed cost plus variable cost, or sales minus fixed cost minus variable cost. You will get profit, or else fixed cost plus profit, sales minus variable cost is nothing but will be equal. This is the very important equation under marginal costing. Please remember, sales minus variable cost is nothing but your contribution. What it is? Contribution, which will be considered mostly in decision making. And fixed cost plus profit is nothing but also your contribution. So let us see as a statement how marginal cost statement will look. So for your understanding purpose, I made one statement of marginal cost. So let us see this thing here. Here we go. Change the color, or else I'll use this one. Marginal cost statement: sales minus B, variable cost. From sales, if you deduct variable cost, you will get some certain amount. That amount is nothing but your C, that is C for contribution. A minus B, sales minus variable cost, is equals to contribution. From contribution we deduct fixed cost, you will get profit, that is nothing but your profit under marginal cost in technique. This is the statement, this is what we are going to follow. See, this variable cost may be of factory or selling, administration, distribution, whatever may be the variable cost, that variable cost only will be considered here. And this fixed cost also can be of fixed cost can be of production, administration, selling, distribution, whatever may be this it will be considered at here itself. It will be deducted from the contribution as a period cost, overall the profit. Okay, and whether it is relating to production, administration, sales, office, distribution, whatever may be the variable cost will be first deducted under marginal costing technique, and contribution you will get after deducting from sales variable cost, you will get contribution. Either you can also say that fixed cost plus profit is nothing but your contribution. इन दोनों को ऐड करें तो ये पॉइंट आ जाएगा, इसमें से ये निकाल दिए तो also you will get here A minus B equals to D plus E, because A minus B equals to C, C equals to D plus E. That is what the criteria here. So please mark these things. These will be useful a lot while doing the problems under marginal costing chapter. So this is what about marginal costing technique versus absorption costing. Few formulas are there here. Let us see those things also. We are having much time. Determine the amount of fixed cost from the following. They are saying sales is how much? 2 lakhs, variable cost 40,000, profit 30,000. From the above, we can say that as per marginal cost equation, contribution C is equals to sales minus variable cost. So from sales 2 lakhs, if you deduct 40,000, okay, 2 lakhs minus 40,000, 1,60,000, one more zero, 1,60,000 will be your contribution. Contribution is equals to what? Fixed cost plus profit. Fixed cost plus profit. Okay. So do you have fixed cost? No. Do you have contribution? That is 1,60,000. So 1,60,000 plus profit is there. How much profit? 30,000. So your fixed cost will be 1,90,000. This is how we need to, wait a minute, wait a minute. Contribution is equals to, sorry, here it will not be plus, it will be minus, because here there is a plus sign. If you take to the other side, 30,000 will be minus fixed cost equals to contribution minus profit, that will be 1,30,000. I stand corrected here. So this is what explained here in the illustration. So fixed cost plus profit. Fixed cost plus profit is equals to sales minus variable cost. What is your fixed cost? We don't know. What is your sales? 2 lakhs we know. Minus variable cost, you know. Okay. If this profit goes to the other side of the equation, profit here we are having plus sign. Okay. If you take to the other side of the equals to, it will become minus. So profit given here 30,000 will be deducted from 2 lakhs. If you deduct 40,000 and 30,000, 1,60,000 minus 30,000, 1,30,000 will be your fixed cost as the answer. Okay. Contribution per unit is nothing but, contribution is the difference between sales and variable cost. Since sales and variable cost can be both expressed in terms of per unit, contribution is usually expressed in terms of per unit. In question they will give information per unit also sometimes. So selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit, or total selling price minus total variable cost, you will get contribution. Okay. Sales minus variable cost. There is one more thing called PV ratio or profit volume ratio. In marginal costing technique, we did not consider the fixed cost as the product cost. So for the purpose of marginal costing, here profit refers to contribution itself. Here profit represents contribution itself. So you can consider it as PV ratio or contribution ratio. There will not be any change. Let us discuss these things also. So see here, PV ratio stands for profit volume ratio. However, it is the ratio of contribution to sales. Okay, so The term profit is used as fixed cost are not considered in marginal costing technique, and profit is the same contribution, because for decision making purpose we will not consider in marginal costing. So PV ratio has a wide application in marginal costing. If you know PV ratio, other calculations can be easily calculated. So this is very important thing in the marginal costing method. Okay, so with the help of this we can easily understand. So PV ratio is equals to what? PV ratio, there is a formula for PV ratio. Ayyo, wait a minute. PV ratio is equals to contribution by sales. C for contribution, S for sales. Okay, if you want as a ratio, means as a percentage, if you want you need to multiply with 100. So C by S into 100. Here we can get contribution how? From the above statement. Here we are having one statement, no? Marginal costing. C, sales minus variable cost, you are going to get contribution. So C is equals to S minus VC. VC means variable cost. Okay, another thing is also there. From contribution, if you deduct fixed cost, you are going to get profit. So if you add these both, you will get this middle point C. That is why in the beginning only I wrote A minus B is equals to C, C is equals to D plus E. Where it is gone? It has gone somewhere here. So same thing is, I am writing it again. These are the formulas which are used in the marginal costing technique. So sales contribution can be written in terms of fixed cost plus also, or sales minus variable cost. Please write down all these things in your notes also. So this is how. Now PV ratio is there. Okay, what is PV ratio? Profit volume ratio. How we said? Contribution by sales is nothing but your PV ratio. If you want to write, you can write 100 also to get as a percentage. In points, if you get, no problem. This can be per unit, sales per unit, selling price per unit, and contribution per unit also, or in total also you can do the same formula. But this C can be written as what? Sales minus variable cost is equals to contribution. So in place of C, I am writing sales minus variable cost divided by sales will also give me what? PV ratio. Okay, this is one more formula for PV ratio. Hope you are understanding. Again, C is equals to what? Fixed cost plus profit. So you can write fixed cost plus profit divided by sales also as one more formula for the PV ratio. So three formulas you can have for one thing called PV ratio. Okay. And There is one more formula which is mostly asked in the exam, this one, change in contribution divided by change in sales. Okay, keep it in mind, this will be very useful in the एग्जाम में आएगा ज़्यादातर. What is that? Change in contribution divided by change in selling price. Change in contribution divided by change in sales. When it is applicable, when two period information is given, we use this formula, change in contribution divided by change in sales. Hope you are understanding. So here is one example relating to this, illustration relating to this. Let us see the illustration. See the illustration 3. From the following particulars, find out the contribution and PV ratio. Variable cost per unit 40, selling price per unit 80 rupees, fixed expenses 2 lakhs, output 10,000 units. Okay, what is contribution formula? Contribution is equals to sales minus variable cost. So contribution is equals to selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. Here selling price is 80, so 80 minus 40 is your variable cost. So contribution per unit we are getting how much? 40. Total contribution is equals to contribution per unit into output. What is our output? Output is given as 10,000 units. So 40 rupees per unit into 10,000, total contribution is 4 lakhs. Similarly, what is the formula for PV ratio? PV ratio is equals to contribution by sales. If you multiply with 100, you will get as a percentage also. So what is your contribution per unit? 40, just now we have got here, divided by, don't get confused, variable cost also 40, contribution per unit also 40. So rupees 40 divided by rupees 80 into 100, 0 cancels, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 means 50% will be your PV ratio. So same is given here, PV ratio is equals to contribution by sales. So 40 divided by 80, 0.5 or 50%. Okay, even you can do with the total contribution divided by total sales. So 10,000 units into 80 rupees, if you do, you will get 8 lakhs as the total sales. Total contribution is 4 lakhs. So 4 lakhs divided by total sales, if you take instead of per unit 8 lakhs, 0 zeros again cancels. So 1 by 2, 1 by 2 means 0.5, that is 50%. Either way you can do. So this is how problems will be asked, short questions will be asked in this chapter. Okay, in this video we have discussed marginal costing versus absorption costing, and what is the statement of marginal costing, few problems relating to fixed cost, contribution, and now PV ratio also. Remaining we will do it later. But one more thing we are going to complete. Just have patience for 5 more minutes. We will wind up this by completing the last few things, that is difference between marginal costing and absorption costing. Just whatever we have discussed in the beginning of the video, the same thing will be there, but in a paragraph manner. Let us see the things. The basic difference between absorption costing and marginal costing are as follows, because in exam if they ask write the differences between marginal costing and absorption costing, we need to elaborate and write. So let us discuss those also. Absorption costing is the total cost technique. Thus, under absorption costing, all costs, whether variable or fixed, are treated as product cost. This is one thing. In marginal costing technique, only variable costs are treated as product cost and fixed costs are treated as period cost and are charged to profit and loss account of the period, because they are considered as period cost, fixed cost. In absorption costing, stock of finished goods, I said inventories, and work in progress inventories are valued at total cost, which includes both variable cost and fixed cost. Production related whatever fixed cost is there, that will be included in the closing stock and work in progress in absorption costing technique. Okay, production related fixed cost. Okay, not selling and distribution. In marginal costing, such stock are valued only at marginal cost, that is variable cost. Hence, absorption costing results in higher valuation of inventories as compared to the marginal costing. Okay, I said one example also. 10 units. If I am having 10 units here it is 10 units of finished goods I am having. If fixed cost is 2 rupees and variable cost is 3 rupees, total cost is 5 rupees. In absorption costing, these 10 units will be valued at 5 rupees, that is 10 into 5, 50 rupees. Whereas in case of marginal costing, they will be calculated at 3 rupees. 10 into 3 rupees, 30 rupees. Okay, that is what they are saying. So inventory value will be higher in case of what? Absorption costing. So in absorption costing, okay, when while making in absorption costing, arbitrary apportionment of fixed costs result in under absorption or over absorption of such fixed cost. Sometimes predetermined rate in costing we did predetermined basis. Okay, overheads will be absorbed, while overheads are absorbed in predetermined. Okay, without incurring, they will be determined arbitrarily. In that case, fixed cost will be under absorbed or over absorbed. We saw one question also in 5th semester. Marginal costing excludes fixed cost, and question of under absorption over absorption of fixed cost does not arise in marginal costing because fixed cost is not considered. In absorption costing, managerial decision making is based upon profit, which is excess of sales over the total cost. If profit is more, then they will make the decision. Okay, if there is no profit, they will not make the decision to make that product. Okay, whereas in marginal cost technique, managerial decisions are guided by contribution, that is sales minus variable cost. Contribution will be the criteria which is excess of sales over the variable cost. Okay, next chapter, that is your decision making. We are going to do some more problems relating to this concept, so please keep it in mind, these 4 points. And if you won't understand any point, please go back to the video, listen to it, you will get it understood. Okay, if at all not getting understand, just give a comment in the description, in the video, to the video, or text me. I'll try to make the video more understandable in next videos. And till then, stay at home, study, because अभी unlocking will be done in the next 2-3 weeks or so. So you will be having the exams also, so don't think that this lockdown period will not be considered for the exam purpose. They will consider this for the online classes, and based on the online classes only you will be having the exams. So please keep it in your mind, uh, there is no chance of escaping the exams, skipping the exams. Exams will be there at any point of time, as the what we call conditions are feasible. Okay, so तब तक क्या करना, सीखते रहना, क्योंकि सीखना बंद तो जीतना बंद. So share it with your friends, because sharing is caring. I hope you care for your friends. And in the description, of the video, you will be having playlist and notes related links. You can check out the notes from there. Don't say that we don't have notes and other things. I am providing these things in the video description, so download those, practice, learn the things, because without learning there is no earning in this competitive world. कुछ ज़्यादा हो जा रहा मे बी सो. तो टेक केयर, बाय बाय, जय हिंद.